Hello everyone, and welcome to another game full of Warships. It's one of my replays and I'm in the Repulse, a tier 6 British battleship. And I've just gently pushed my friendly Trento here out of the way. Anyway, so I'm on the map fault line. It's a 3-point domination game. I'm top tier, which is quite lovely. And yeah, our division spawned here at the sea cap, so that's where we are. Our destroyer is inside the cap, and it looks like there are quite a few enemies around. Now, there is a Fubuki here. I'm gonna try to get into this little... Oh, hello, Mortworms. So I can dodge them easily enough, but I'm gonna try to get closer to this island here and use this little piece of island here as potential torpedo protection, while I can use my guns to engage those enemies. Now, we'll see if I can get another shot into this Fubuki. Meanwhile, our team has completely abandoned the B cap. We do have some reinforcements coming this way though, so that's nice. We might be able to push the enemy here at some point. Although first I'd like to have this Fubuki sort of taken care of, because those torps would hurt quite a bit. Meanwhile, Mackinson there is broadside. Well, okay, maybe not. It's actually angling. Fire! That's a shame. So let's see. That was a disappointment. Now I'm mostly just trying to stay close to this island, so I have set some torpedo protection. While I'm also trying to not get myself beached here, because if you're this close to islands, you might just be stuck for a very long time. If you're uncareful. Oh damn it, there was the Fubuki. So that's 3 ricochets, you know. Starting to think I should probably be shooting high explosive at those battleships and just burn them in good old British fashion. Though I don't think the Repulse has the best high explosive. But it should be decent enough. Hello, Fubuki. The Fubuki is going to be stopped here by the Mackinson, and I get a ricochet. I just ricocheted my battleship AP there, right? 381mm armor piercing, and I ricocheted on a Fubuki. See, the thing is, technically you should have pretty decent armor piercing in this ship. It's just that so far it's not really doing all that much, now is it? Oh well. So we do have the A camp. We are currently 1 ship ahead. I do have quite the fleet here behind me. The Fubuki is unfortunately still around, and the Repulse isn't really the best brawling battleship there is. So the problem is, right, if I'd led a charge here, I highly doubt anybody would follow. And, you know, against the Mackinson, a Bayern, there is an Emil somewhere, probably with torps and the Fubuki. I don't think it's going to end up so well. And right now we aren't really in any pressure, right? Our other flank seems to be doing okay. We do have 1 cap. I would really like to get this side here pushed. And we do have the majority of ships here. Well, sort-of-ish, right? 3 have already abandoned us, which basically means we are only 4 here now. And that's a very nice hit in the enemy Fubuki. Okay, so the Fubuki should be really low at this point, but he's inside the smoke screen. So he's going to torpedo me now.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Which is why I'm trying to reverse back behind this island. This island has served me very well to stop any torpedoes. And honestly, I will now finally be able to push once this smoke disappears. Well, you see, the enemy is also retreating here, right? They only have the Bayern here. If it's a 1-on-1 against the Bayern, Bayern might be the better brawler, but I'm confident in my skill to push it. So the time for action might have finally come. Now, of course, I'm still hoping we can deal with this Fubuki here at some point. Though there is an Emil, so I gotta be careful about that. See, the Fubuki is still shooting from the smoke screen, right? But the smoke screen shouldn't last that much long, it's only Japanese smoke. And once the smoke disappears, if the Fubuki is actually still inside, I would be close enough to spot it. And while I'm detected and the Fubuki is detected, well, this little piece of smoke here might save the Fubuki, but then again, it was pointing its nose towards our side. I don't think it can turn fast enough, so I'm going to go through this smoke, and this Fubuki is toast. One incapacitation without damage.
Torpedoes direct front. Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes dead ahead.
You know, so far the Repulse hasn't been treating me all that well. But, you know. There we go. The secondary is gone. So somebody is still inside the sea cap right now. That's probably the Emil. No, wait, it left. Was it the Bayern? I think it was the Emil, right? So the Emil is... well, it should be spotted soon by my Fubuki there. Meanwhile, we've lost the A cap, but we are getting C finally, so we are just switching caps there. And we are equal on ships. So far, you know, not looking too bad. Now, I could slow down here, make sure that I cap. If I get interrupted now, it would be really pressing. Although I still have a friendly Emil behind me that might continue the cap even if they'd stop me. So, the Emil there has torpedoes, the Furutaka there has torpedoes. Wait, the Emil is dead. Okay, that's not no longer a problem. The Furutaka has torpedoes, technically it's behind an island though currently, so it won't be able to do much, so I can come around here and engage the Bayern. That island is big enough that I can't do anything about the Furutaka right now, but my team is working on that. Now I've said it before, you know, I'm not like... The Repulse might not be the best brawler, especially compared to a Bayern. But we'll see just how good this Bayern is. There is also the Mackensen, and those two ships are division. So I'm sorta... oh, we'll see. I do have the New York in the center, that's possibly going to help. I have an Emil behind me that's going to help. And we have a Bayern up in the north that's maybe trying to help, but too far away to actually accomplish anything. I mean... oh, that's a lucky fire there with my secondaries, I'll take them. So the question is who I'm gonna shoot, right? My theory was I could shoot the Mackensen, but the Mackensen is already angling. So let's just go for the Bayern. I can get some reasonable hits in the Bayern superstructure there, even if it's angling or maybe the upper belt. My rear turrets can't hit the Bayern, so they are going after the Mackensen. And... I mean, I could use my front and rear guns for that battleship. That might actually be a good idea, because he's getting pretty low. If he could finish that off... like, I'm a little bit concerned, obviously, about the crossfire. Right, if those two ships, like, sail the right way, then it's going to be hard. Although, I think the Bayern has decided... well, I guess he has decided he needs to dodge torps. We also had a battleship just recently there, so the Bayern might have had also some concerns about crossfires. But after that Bayern ate some torps, I've decided, you know what, because let's just face it, I've just also missed the Mackensen, right? My shells have been rather unreliably at range, and despite my rather nice caliber of guns, I have gotten a lot of non-damaging hits against those enemies in the past. So let's just focus the Bayern where I can actually know I can hit the upper belt or superstructure and do damage, and deal with the Bayern first.
Destroyed an enemy battleship.
That's nice.
Problem solved, sir.
So next we've got the Mackensen coming up. Now, dear guns, do something. And oh, it's 14 hit. Of course, it has 14 hit points. Now, if only it doesn't heal. Come on, don't get a heal ready. That would be a shame, wouldn't it? Also, please guns actually hit. Please hit. And they hit!
We sank that
Nice. Okay. So overall, this battle is still
activated.
pretty even, mind you. We currently have 2 more caps. We are about even on ships. Now I'm weirdly maneuvering here because obviously I had the sinking ship in front of me that was stuck against. So let's just turn around a bit and get myself into the cap. I've slightly increased the replay speed here because I don't have to just watch myself weirdly maneuver all day. Now, there is a New York coming, right? I could potentially... yeah, I'm trying a shot stock. But it got taken out anyway before my shares arrived. And now, the more interesting part. The New York is coming around here, and it might even be showing me broadside. Maybe I can even score a citadel in this game. Yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. So there is the New York, and well, I mean, that's 4 pence and a reasonable amount of damage there. Now, the New York could be trying to ram me, although the New York isn't the most maneuverable ship, so I'm hoping I could dodge this. Right now, mostly I want to maneuver in a way where I can... it's broadside. It looks like though it's finally angling my way and even turning its turrets my way. That's a shame. So the game tells me I scored 3 penetrations, but I only did like 5,000 points of damage, so I call bullshit on that one. But, you know, I mean... Warships works in mysterious ways. Speaking of less mysterious things, I think this New York is just gonna eat a bunch of fish here anyway. So this should... Oh, it's still... No. There we go. Viper got it. Meanwhile, it's still a 3 versus 3, so technically still rather close. This Trento though is... Oh, it's beached. It looks like it's beached in a very weird position. So, goodbye Trento.
5 minutes.
Just helping it back to port, you know. It seems like, yeah, it really was stuck there.
Sunk.
Okay, that leaves 2 enemies. Now the enemy Bayern is still relatively healthy. Well, then again, our Bayern is healing, so they are about equal. I'm not sure where the cruiser is, right? So what's this guy gonna do? Is he just trying to push all the way? So we can see the planes, which means it has to be nearby. But is he gonna go and push C? Is he... And I can't see any shares, right? If he can launch planes against the Bayern, it should be close enough to actually shoot the Bayern. Maybe he's afraid, I don't know. Like, the enemy isn't that far behind us. They still have a chance to win this. Although, I mean, we have Viper, let's be honest. They don't actually have the tools to spot Vipers, so... And with us having now the points in the cap lead, they are basically screwed. And I mean, if they are actually just sailing away, they're even more screwed. Like, the enemy would have needed to desperately push some caps, and oh, we also got a strike team achievement. Yeah, those 2 guys would have needed to actually push some objectives if they wanted to win. Which is also why I'm not that concerned right now, because, you know, I mean, they could sink that Bayern and they could sink me. And we would still win because of Viper.
Engine boost activated.
Also, I mean, I still have a heal left. I'm not that unhealthy, right? It's not like I should be that easy to take down. I wanna sink this Dutch cruiser there and get my Kraken there. And see, there's also only 3 minutes left. And they are nowhere near the camps, right? Viper's probably gonna sail past here, launch some torps, and then go into A. And there is absolutely nothing they can do about this. So all that remains to be seen is can we sink them before it's all over. So I'm just going straight for the Bayern. You know, I wouldn't mind a ram at this point. Would give me my Kraken. So I'm getting low, which means I'm gonna heal. Got some more blind shots against the cruiser. I have ignored the Bayern so far because, as I said, I could even go for the Ram. And... well, I mean... Oh, is Viper just gonna torp him? Or maybe I can even get him with guns if he keeps turning like it. Depending on how my guns decide to perform. See, there you go.
Enemy battleship sunk.
That was like 3 penetrations for like 7,000. Earlier I had 3 penetrations for something like 5,000. The game just can't make up its mind, can it? Anyway. Last enemy ship. Now let's just take care of this and... yeah, okay, maybe not with that solo. I should have given more lead there, turns out. Okay. So, I'm on fire. Might as well damage con this, honestly. It's not like this game is gonna last much longer. And with this, I should be getting 6 kills. Which brings us to the results. And this was a pretty lovely battle in the Repulse, I have to say. And yeah, it all worked out nicely in the end. We got 10 kills in the division. We got a bunch of division achievements. And yeah, I had a lot of fun playing it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. And I'll see you next time.